Hi, my name is Bomba. Welcome to the channel where I'll try to solve everyday problems. This video, I'm not sure I should make it. Screw it. We're just getting started. Top 10 traits of what a bad leader looks like. So stick around. Let's enjoy the show. The first bad leadership trait is bad example. In the army, we have height and weight standards. Basically covers how big you can get. You have to maintain deployability so you'll be able to perform your job perfectly, right? But I've worked for some leaders wherein they tell you to lose weight, but they are big themselves. Seriously. And they threaten to kick you out of the army. And I bet you they probably would have failed it. They should have been out of the army too. They tell you that you have to pass the PT test, but they can't even run. Just saying, if you're a leader in any organization, you pretty much live in a house glass or glass house, which means you got to be careful. If you tell them to do something, you got to make sure that you also adhere to certain standards. Basically, you can't pick and choose which regulations to follow that suits you. That's number one. Number two, clueless. In other words, professionally speaking, incompetent. Nobody's home when you ask them a question. Absolutely nothing there. Stuck in a nothing box. You got to have a leader that actually knows what they're doing. It's very hard to follow somebody's incompetent. Number three, a liar. I don't think I need to elaborate. Have you ever worked for someone that you don't even know which part of his story to believe in? When he's teaching you things based from his experience and you kind of pick up the pieces like, whoa, that doesn't add up. As soon as you catch him in a lie, all that credibility out the door. If you're a leader and you don't know what you're talking about and you have no experience about that kind of topic, I suggest to not say anything if you can't add any value to a certain situation. Number four is self-serving, also known as self-centered. Self-serving leaders are the ones who just want to look good. These guys do not want to get yelled at. They don't like looking bad in front of their bosses. So what happens with this self-centered leader is that they normally throw people under the bus. Watch out for those guys. Next is inflexible. This kind of leader does not listen to you. It's either his way or the highway, sink or swim. You gotta respect it though in a little bit. You know what I mean? Like at least they're strong. Hey, this is what I believe in. This is what we're gonna go through. But the problem with that leader is it's so susceptible to make mistakes, because at the end of the day, when you're on that position, you're not really boots on ground. And then the people that are boots on ground, they know more than you when it comes to the everyday intelligence on the specific area of operation. But if you don't listen to them, you're gonna lose that wisdom, and that wisdom and information and intelligence you get from the bottom should be used for you to make decisions or make recommendations to your commander. But if you don't listen to them, well, I guess we'll find out. Next one is condescending. Condescending, in my opinion, if you have to remind them that you're in charge. Most people who tells their subordinates that they're in charge normally has no authority over them. They don't follow them. Because of their vast knowledge and experience, they think they know it all. And then when they're trying to get advice or they're trying to talk to people beneath them, literally they talk beneath them. The problem with this kind of leader is, even if that information that they're trying to give is very valuable, because the way they talk is so condescending that the people listening to them will just shut down. It's very belittling. So be careful. Next kind of leader is an arrogant leader, pretty much cocky. And there's a fine line between arrogance and confidence in a leader of presence. But if you cross that line, you're arrogant, no matter how much of value your guidance is, they're not going to listen to you. You're going to have problems. This next one is lack of empathy. A lot of people fall in this one because the more successful you are and the more or the higher you get promoted in the rank structure, you forget where you come from. You always compare yourself to the people that works for you. And if they're not in the same standards, you kind of go back to the other guy that's also condescending and arrogant. Additionally, lack of empathy leads to not taking care of people. And if you don't take care of the most important asset you have, then you will fail 100%. Ooh, this next one is a good one. Lazy. This makes me cringe. Have you ever had a leader that told you, hey, you need to work late, you need to work more, you need to go work all late hours, and then he calls you to check on your work, and you hear things in the background. He's already at home. Oh, like this guy, only 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and this guy's already at home while I'm here still working? Untrusting leader. This guy is a micromanager. This guy would just check out every minute of your day and say, what are you doing this time? How come you're not doing it this time? What are you doing at this hour? How come you didn't do it this way? Micromanagement. Hey, listen, if you don't trust your leaders below you, then why appoint them as leaders? Might as well run the whole unit by yourself. Can you do that? Probably not. So at some point, we gotta learn to trust our subordinate leaders. If we don't, you're gonna end up micromanaging, so might as well go back down and demote yourself and do what they do. Well, those are the top 10 bad leadership traits that I think, and if you can think of some more, go ahead and please comment down below. I also made a video about tips and tricks on how to be a bad leader. If you want to check that out, I'll have it at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. My name is Bombo. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button and hit subscribe.